Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On Monday night, December 7th, 2020. Welcome, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano, and it is the 79th year anniversary of Pearl Harbor. For you history buffs out there. Hey, we already got a super chat from Ann Celine. $5 super chat. Thank you very much. $5. Woo, go Rich, she said. And then a little, ha. Thank you. Isn't that what it is with the when you get one LOL? It's Thank you very much. All right, we're off to a good start already because you know why? It's Monday. We had such a busy weekend. Well, I know I was at third phase of Moon, Dark Hour Paranormal. Oh, God, we were up till sunrise, basically. Well, 6 o'clock for DHP, me 4 a.m. And third phase of Moon, we were on a call till wee hours. After the third phase, what do you call it, premiere that me and Dark Hour Paranormal did, Michael Rozier. That was a good episode. We did one today too. I was editing it, and halfway through, I go to watch what I just edited, and the video's lagging. So I go all the way to the end. I'm like, what's wrong with it? Everything's there. Restarted, came right back up, same thing. So I have to start over. At least I know where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do. So the hard part's really over. But it'll be good. We're going over 3 different sightings, reports that are pretty cool. Doorbell cam. You guys, I don't know if you saw that on Third Phase of Moon, but this doorbell cam, they tried duplicating it. They didn't get close. They had the image because I think it's probably a reflection in the glass. Well, you'll see it later on. Talk about it now. Yeah, that's the Magic 8 Ball. Yep, that's the designer one. Well, I had the Third Phase logo up as the intro's going, and I'm like, no. But, we could go with that tonight. That'd be kind of cool. It's a good logo. But we are on Goof On. We got to stay Goof On. Right? No! What do you want? Let's go back to the 8 Ball. All right. Roll call. Fast Hemi Machinist. Welcome to the show. Joe Monk, welcome. Good to see you. Nice to chat with you. Coraland, nice to see you. Nice to get a nice joke every day. Lisa Marie. Yahoo! She says, no. Mike Johnson. What's up, Mike? Mike Johnson. Didn't you win a gold medal? Oh, never mind. That's another Mike Johnson. B. Baker's in the house. B. Moderator Baker. Welcome to the show, my friend. DJ, so nice. Mary Hall. Mary Hall. Mary Hall. Olin Thorson. Shabuya. Roll call, Olin says. What's up, everybody? Magnolia V12. Welcome to the show, Olin. Magnolia V12. Nothing better than a V12. Mario Heat. As he always says, Rish. But tonight it's Rishi. Tamra, welcome to the show. Tamra says, what? I guess there's a conversation going on. But it's so important for us not to ignore the truth. Couldn't said it better myself. I think I do say it every show. Mr. Fox, welcome. Welcome to the show. This is a little different than the Third Phase. We're live. It's not a premiere or anything like that. So everything's on the cuff, ready to go. It's off the cuff. Off the cuff. Nate Rudd, what are you not kidding about, my friend? I don't follow the chat room. It's very hard. I'm a one-man band. Stu Garrison. Not the mightier man than Gerson. From now on. Nah, it's Stu Gerson. I was going to say, let's just go with Gerson, but no, it's Stu Gerson. John Vator, welcome, man. Welcome to the live stream show. Arizona Lerps, hey, good to see you. Long time, I think. You may have popped in. I may have missed it. And Celine, I already said that. I was like, all right. Are we done? I usually go till 10 after, but we did it quick. Luna Sparkles 1, I didn't miss you. There you are. Oh, look at all these. Sully S, welcome to the show. Praying, Paper, Crane Wishes. Praying. I already did a choral. Yeah. I think I'm missing one person. Goof. Oh, that's me. Yeah, that's it. So, unless we got more people piling in. Alien Girl, Uno. Welcome to the show. I'm not even going to say it right now because I'm going to... Dark Hour, Space Paranormal's here. You aren't late. Like, we did the video today. I said it's only going to take 15 minutes. So 15 is usually 30. 30 minutes is usually an hour. Because you never know how an edit's going to go. And I can go off on a tangent, make something stupid. So... he had 2 minutes left to get to his show tonight. And when he gave his comment, all right, that's enough for tonight. We're done here. And then he had to go. I looked at the clock. He had 50 seconds to get his show up and running. He's working for Third Phase too. We got a lot of people trying to pitch in over there. It's going to be great. It's going to be, like I said, we should do here. It'll be a hub. It's just Third Phase has reached out to just about every person that's relevant in this field or that they would like to be a part of this. And there's still more. We're going to try to get everybody from all over. And what happens is what we do over there, what we do over here, it's integrated somehow because we share the videos or, we have someone that was a guest on that show come on this show, go on Third Phase. It's just, it's a lot of work and I think I like it, but I need to sleep and I'm starving. I ate, but I'm just so hungry all the time. Why am I hungry all the time, diabetics? Why? Why am I hungry? I can't. If I don't eat, it's done. If I don't eat and sleep, it's double done. Anyway, let's get to the show. A lot of stuff to talk about. I'm going to try to pound it out in about an hour and a half to close to an hour and 45. I don't know why I want to. I think those last 15 minutes of the show, they're brutal. I don't know. Respect the beard. Oh, that is brilliant coffee. And I don't really like Starbucks, but that is double the caffeine. Monte Bueno. Is that how you say it? Oh, before we get started. Well, now we're starting. So welcome. Oh, damn it. Some news, a little sad. Jimmy Church is got COVID. Yeah, did you hear about that? Radio personality in the paranormal, Jimmy Church has the COVID. Yep, that's not the screen I wanted. Those are the droids you wanted. Hey, that sounds pretty good, Bob Lazar. Thank you, Rich. No problem, buddy. Here we go. So this comes from, I don't know. Who cares, right? I'll go back and it's Joe Merja. No wonder why I said that. To be clear, my entire family has it as well, Jimmy says. Rita, Diana, and I are all positive and have been in quarantine in our home since last week. It all started the Wednesday before Thanksgiving when our first family members fell ill and eventually it spread to our house. I first noticed symptoms an hour before last week's show with Rich Dolan. By the end of the show, I felt like I was hit by a truck and thrown down the stairs. It came on in a matter of minutes. Scary stuff. Diana's test results came back on Thursday, and Rita and I got tested Friday. Our test results didn't come back until last night. Although we knew how sick we were getting, we wanted to wait until we had the tests back and confirmed before saying anything. How am I feeling? Well, today is the worst day yet. Head to toe body aches. That starts with my bones. Headaches from the spawn of Satan. This thing is nasty. Temperature goes up and down, and for now, it stayed away from my lungs. I'm 5 days in, and hopefully I've seen the bad parts, and I'll start to see some improvement. Hold on. There's more. Temperature goes up. Listen, everyone. You do not want this. Forget about the drama, the conspiracy theories, the BS. Don't listen to it. Listen to me. Avoid contact, wearing a friggin' mask, wash your hands, do everything you can. Do not play around. You don't want your family sick. Be a leader. Make sure you are doing everything you can to protect you and your family. And then he says, Fade to Black will be back. Taking my meds, vitamin, CBD, zinc, liquids, and if I have the energy, I'll report back with everyone mañana. So, hey, if Jimmy Church said it, it's got to be real. Look, it could just be a regular flu. They're just calling, C-19. How does he know what it looks like? Did he see it under the mic? Did he see his own test results? I want to know. All right, I know it's real. I'm just saying. He said, this thing is real. Trust me. Listen to me. Me. It is interesting, though. Well, Speedy recovery, Mr. Church. We don't want anybody getting sick. That we don't do here either. We don't wish upon anybody's ill will. Wait, ill will. We don't. Just get well. So there's a story that's out there. I'm glad I have time for this. Former head, I do. No, I'm not saying I don't. I do. I'm just glad. Former head of Israel's space division. Aliens are real. Trump was on the verge of confirming. Before I tell you about this story, wouldn't it be a hoot if that's why they're trying to get Trump out? If that's why they don't want him to be president, because he was going to come out with that? What if it's all about aliens? That's everything revolves about aliens. Trump's been talking about it for 4 years and they're doing everything. We're so stupid. It's not that simple. But that would be a neat thing. They're trying to get him out because they don't want the truth. These people, nobody knows. And I like it. I like it. People on the outside, none of us are in the White House and they say, oh yeah, Trump's been debriefed. How do you know what he was debriefed on? Just curious to know that. I heard Biden's getting debriefed or has been debriefed. How do you know? Is this thing on? It looked like I was just chopping. Well, it's interesting that the Israelis are in the UFO news lately. Retired Israeli general and current professor, and I don't know if I got the name right, Haim Eshed, told a newspaper in Israel that not only are aliens real, but that the U.S. and Israeli governments have been working with them, and President Donald Trump was recently on the verge of confirming their existence. Here's the article. ISU not. Where is it? There it is. That's it. And we go on. Eshed, who retired in 2011 as the head of the Defense Military Ministry Space Defense Division, served as the head of Israeli's space security program for nearly 30 years and is a 3-time recipient of the Israeli Security Award. He explained that Israel and the U.S. have both been dealing with aliens for years. For years. Esh reportedly told Yediat Aharonot the UFOs have asked not to publish that they are here. Humanity is not ready yet. Trump was on the verge of revealing, but the aliens in the Galactic Federation are saying, wait, let people calm down first. They don't want to start a mass hysteria. They want to first make us sane and understanding. So wait. So Trump was about to disclose it, right? With no preamble to the whole thing, no leading up. When was he going to disclose it? Screw you. I like to think that the Galactic Federation is smarter than that. Galactic Federation, where are we? Well, I don't know everything. Maybe there is. They have been waiting for humanity to evolve and reach a stage where we will generally understand what space and spaceships are. Guys, do you know what space is? Huh? Do you know what a spaceship is? Okay, I'm ready. There's an agreement between the U.S. government and the aliens. They signed a contract with us to do experiments here. They, too, are researching and trying to understand the whole fabric of the universe, and they want us as helpers. There's an underground base in the depth of Mars, a place we can't get to conveniently, where their representatives are, and also our American astronauts. If I'd come up with what I'm saying today 5 years ago, I would have been hospitalized. So he's saying within the last 5 years, UFOs have seemed to have been more of a belief than a non. Wherever I've gone with this academia, they've said the man has lost his mind. Today, they're already talking differently. I have nothing to lose. I've received my degree and awards. I am respected in universities abroad where the trend is also changing. The 87-year-old claims are far-fetched, and there has been little to no evidence released by officials to back up his claims. Eshed's claims come a few months after the U.S. Department of Defense released a statement announcing the establishment of a UAP task force. So he waits for them to say, yeah, we're going to have a UAP task force now. So he thinks that's showing that government is ready to go forward with disclosure. On August 4th, 2020, Deputy Secretary of Defense David L. Norquist approved the establishment of a UAP task force. The Department of the Navy, under the cognizance of the Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence and Security, will lead the UATPF. The Department of Defense established the UAPTF to improve its understanding of and gain insight to the nature and origins of UAPs. The mission of the task force is to detect, analyze, and catalog UAPs that could potentially pose a threat to U.S. national security. This includes examinations of incursions that are initially reported as UAP when the observer cannot completely and immediately identify what he or she is observing. During an October interviews on Fox News, host Maria Bartiromo asked Trump about the task force and whether UFOs are real. Well, I'm going to have to check on that, Trump said. I mean, I've heard that. I've heard that 2 days ago, so I'll check on that. I'll take a good, strong look at that. I will tell you this. That's Trump. We now have created a military, the likes of which we have never had before in terms of equipment. The equipment that we have, the weapons that we have, and hopefully, hope to God, we never have to use them. Senator Marco Rubio, we know all this stuff. He was concerned about the national security risk of unidentified aircraft flying over our military bases. We have things flying over our military bases in places where we're conducting military exercises, and we don't know what it is, and it isn't ours, Rubio said. So that's a legitimate question to ask. I would say that, frankly, that if it is something outside this planet, that might actually be better than the fact that we've seen some technological leap on behalf of the Chinese or the Russians or some other adversary that allows them to conduct this sort of activity. But the bottom line is, there are things flying over your military bases, and you don't know what they are because they're not yours, and they exhibit potentially technologies that you don't have at your own disposal. To me, that's a national security risk and one that we should be looking into, Rubio says. It's always a threat with these guys. You know why? Because if it is a threat, they will get funding to find out what that threat is. Now, here's the funny thing. Everybody knows how it works with politics. Everybody knows that, I think. They know what they're up to. It's really a threat. Everybody thinks what you and I think. You have to be a military person to think that way, I think. And it's not the same if somebody was hovering over my house or invading my space. Now, if a UFO flew into my house, that's my private domicile. Domicile. That's a good word. I don't think I would ever use that again, but it is. And that's a threat because it came inside a protective place. Air above, government facilities and weapons facilities, that's air. You think the aliens really care? That's why they're a threat. That's how they think. It's a threat if they're in the airspace. I don't know. Okay, if you have one or two flying around, right, and you don't know what they're doing, they're just over the airspace, okay? They're over military installation. You know it's not Russia. You know it's not China. You know it's not Israel. You know it's not anybody else because nobody's admitting to it, and it doesn't look like something anybody would have. If anybody would have it, it would either be China, Russia, or us first. That's what we think. But what if it's a private? What if it's a private citizen. We had this conversation just recently. What if a private citizen, not here, I mean, I had this conversation. Didn't we have this conversation? Not on the show. I'm talking to you. We didn't think about that. What if somebody has the technology that the government can't get? Oh, I talked to Third Phase about this. That's right. What if like the jetpack guy is maybe the guy invented it. Maybe somebody invented how to fly a certain way or to use gravity or to make a UFO. What if somebody has that, like a huge billionaire type, and has the money, kind of like a Stark, Tony Stark type of guy, but not going and making deals with the government, just building this stuff with his own contractors, his own people. Yeah, I would see like a Bigelow type doing that, but this is a nobody, I'm saying. And what if they have all this technology? They've got the engineers, they've got the physicians. Yeah, they got the physicians. They've got the physicists and everybody they need. Pay them handsomely and create these UFOs. The government can't go seize that stuff. Can they? How can they? Unless they find it out. See, this is what I don't understand. I think if the government found out that somebody who has billions of dollars has this secret technology, don't you think if that was true, that person's life would be made miserable until they gave up their secrets? Or don't you think they would try some way to infiltrate and get in there? Spy? I don't know, man. If a citizen is doing something like that with billions of dollars, the means, the know-how, the people, and everything else to create these craft, what are they using them? I mean, they could use them for anything. They go 30,000 miles an hour without breaking the sound barrier. I don't know. Food for thought. I don't know if how the government, because this is what I think. If the government found out, let's just use Bigelow. No, let's use Tony Stark. If they found out Tony Stark had that, what if that suit was in essence operational? Don't you think they would want that suit? That flying suit that he has? Of course. And they would do anything they can, and they would do anything they want. If you woke up tomorrow and you saw 3 people wearing those suits in front of, I don't know, the White House, and they landed, and then people started walking around, and the news came, and then they said, we are going to defend the planet the best we can. See, because what's the purpose of making it as a public citizen if you aren't going to use it? And what would they be using it for? That's what I want to know. What would they be using it for? So if a private citizen, Tony Stark, was making all this stuff for the last 20 years in his basement, the government, I think, would break the law, bust down the doors, and take that shit. I think they would. Because what they would try to do is do it nice. They would be nice first. Yeah, we heard you got some things in the basement. We've got video of these things coming out of the roof of your house. We have it, Tony. You're caught. Just admit it. He can deny. And if they really feel that and they have enough evidence, they could send that to a judge, right, to get a subpoena and get a warrant. Subpoena him. Is that what they do? Send him to court. They would go to the courts. And we think that what you're doing is dangerous to the community. A suit that flies like that has the power and the capability to do a lot of things we can't do. And that is a threat. See, they would consider Stark a threat because he's got the flying suit that can go faster than jets or whatever. It can go into space, right? A little bit. It can do a lot of stuff, that suit. I think it saved the plane. Oh, no, he saved the people falling in the plane, right? He did the old, the monkeys. All right, let's go on. Food for thought. That's all that is, man. This is amazing. And it's amazing that what Israel just said. I want my story. Okay, I can't read it there, so that's why I did that. Okay, forget that. We're going there next. So check this out. And I have to use it on this monitor. I can't show you. So, well, there's a video that plays on the side of it, and it's kind of risque, and I don't want to get in trouble. So here's Israeli people, right? Here's the title of this: Aliens in Hiding Until Mankind is Ready, says ex-Israeli spacehead. Why does he have to be an ex? It's always these effing X's, right? Well, I've been out of this for another few years. I'm going to talk about it. The truth may be out there, but nowhere near as out there as this tale the story tells in this article. Space aliens have reached an agreement with the U.S. government to stay mum on the experiments they conduct on Earth, as well as their secret base on Mars, until mankind is ready to accept them. The former head of Israeli space program claimed in a new interview. I can't read. I know I shouldn't. The aliens have asked not to announce that they are here. Dude, you just did it. You just did it. Is this ironic? Because if this was true, he wouldn't say it. Well, the aliens are there, but they don't want us to say that they're. Huh? They know you said this, right, Mr. Israeli? People are so stupid. The aliens have asked not to announce that they are here because humanity is not ready yet. Haim Eshed told Israeli paper the Yedioth Aharonoth. The Jewish press speculating that Eshed, 87 years old, may have gone to insanity and beyond. Goes on to unspool his tangled web, which claims the involvement of President Trump in interplanetary diplomacy. Trump was on the verge of revealing alien existence, but the aliens in the Galactic Federation are saying, wait, let people calm down first. Eshed, who helmed Israel's space security program from 81 to 2010, reportedly said, they don't want to start mass hysteria. They want to first make us sane and understanding. How are we insane, dude? Until that day, aliens have secured an agreement to keep their moves under wraps, said Eshed, noting that the extraterrestrials come in peace. They have been waiting for humanity to evolve and reach a stage where we will generally understand what space and spaceships are, said Eshed, according to the Jewish press. There's an agreement between the U.S. and the aliens. They signed a contract with us to do experiments here. They, too, are researching and trying to understand the whole fabric of the universe, and they want us as helpers. Well, that explains it all. You mean the aliens need our help to unravel the whole fabric of the universe? Oh, I feel so special. Oh, I'm here. I'll tell you what it's about. One of the hubs of the corporation is a base on Mars, where, by the way, Eshed claims American astronauts have already set foot. There's an underground base in the depths of Mars where their representatives are, and also our American astronauts. Eshed acknowledged that it all sounds like science fiction, but claims that some of his peers are coming around. If I had come up with what I'm saying today 5 years ago, I would have been hospitalized. Today, they're already talking differently. We already said that in the last article. So it is true. This Israeli guy, COVID, who has worked with the Israeli Space Defense System, something like that, space security program from 81 to 2010. It's 39 years, right? 30 years? No. If you just went 80 to 2010, yeah, it's 30 years, 29 years, right? That doesn't seem right. So from 80, oh yeah, it's 30 years. I keep thinking 2020, it's 2010. 29 years. That's a good job, yeah, he had. I would like to have that job. This guy must have seen some stuff that made him want to talk this way. He's 87. Why do we dismiss it? I'm not dismissing it at all. I just don't like the terminology. I don't like hearing Galactic Federation without seeing an emblem or even a sleeve or a patch, from a uniform. I need to see that stuff. That would make me, I don't know, anybody can make that up, but I want to see it on an alien. Let me see something. I need to see that. Yep. The stream is okay, guys, because I'm having a little bit of choppiness on my end. I haven't been looking in the chat room because I've been reading, so I apologize if I missed any super chats. I'm looking, any messages. What do you guys think? Do you think this guy has actually seen anything? And that's why he's coming out at 87 years old. And he still has his wits about him. He's not an idiot. Just because he's an Israeli guy don't take that away from him. I'm just trying to come up with, I want it to be real. So I'm trying to imagine how this sounds real. Because we've heard a lot of people make claims. This guy had a very important job. I don't think we should dismiss it. Not at all. We'll keep an eye on that. I hope he lives to see that day. I would like to ask him a few questions, though, like when? How far are we away from that? That we have to have this. From what I heard, it's, and I think Dark Hour Paranormal mentioned it, that if 1% of the population was thinking about aliens, that it may shift our algorithm in the Matrix. I'm not saying the Matrix, but you know what I mean. It's that, what do they call it? It's when everything changes and there's a big change that's happening. I can't remember. It's I don't know. Well, so I was on Twitter today, of course, which I now have to pay attention to Twitter. Moving on. I see a tweet with a picture. Now, this is what I thought we would see from Tim McMillan. Something like what I'm going to show you here in a few seconds. Let me share it. This is what I thought I would see. Something like this. Right? From space. I thought we would see a wedge, a triangle like this. There's nothing I can do with this picture. I can't enlarge it now. I didn't download it. It's from Twitter. It's from this. Space debris. This is from the STS-61C roll, 31 frame, 2 mission ID on the film or image 61C. Country or geographic name over the Atlantic Ocean. Features, space debris is what they're calling it. Let's not forget, Skull and Bone over here says 600,000 space junk debris. There's a lot of stuff in orbit from all the shuttle missions. They were treating space like a garbage dump. They were just throwing stuff out into orbit. And then he goes on, or she, look, you have a full UFO craft pie shape. If I take two sides of it, you still have 2/4. Oh, I don't know. People just talking in riddles on Twitter. Let's see what this says here. Oh, I already uploaded it. Yeah, I have it right here. Right? Yep. So, updated with odd NASA response. Oh, what's going on? No one is saying it was alien, but this photo has been going around again. I thought this looked familiar. It showed up on one of our Facebook feeds, which is random enough since none of us is a UFO buff, but it created at least one other publication to wonder. UFO? We thought we'd have some fun and send an email to NASA and had a headline in mind. You know, we've all seen this thing in the sky that makes us wonder what the hell it could have been. And NASA takes a while to write back sometimes. Here's what the story published on October 16th on the Collective Evolution site says about the image, which we also saw at the time published on the homepage of Gateway to Astronaut Photography of Earth, a NASA photo site with no explanation. This photo comes directly from the Gateway to Astronaut Photography of Earth, a government website operated by NASA. Here is the homepage. As you can see, it has a .gov URL and is certainly not up to date due to the fact that it's a government website and the government is currently shut down. It's very interesting that we would allow a photo like this to be put up on the website. Now, in bold, please keep in mind that a UFO stands for unidentified flying object. I am not claiming that this particular UFO is extraterrestrial in origin. The writer goes on to link the two astronauts who have spoken about UFOs, and a brief video introduced the uninitiated to the whole UFO world scene. All three are in the gallery above. Okay. Here's the pertinent information from that Gateway page. Here it is right there. Image 1 of 10, the space mystery picture from NASA. So, space junk? But then our keen journalistic instincts kicked in, and we found an answer. Mind you, this is what the government says their picture shows. Though if you go through the gallery of images clipped from the super high-res version of the photo above, you might be inclined to believe them. A small piece of thermal insulation tile floats in space near the shuttle Columbia. The cloudy surface of the Earth is used as a background. So that's it. It's a photo from January 12, 1986, Columbia Space Shuttle mission. But not the end of the story. After many days, Columbia finally landed at Edwards Air Force Base at 5:59 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on January 18, 86, according to Wikipedia, with confirmation. The mission lasted a total of 6 days, 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 51 seconds. The STS-61C was the last successful space shuttle flight before Challenger disaster, which occurred on the 28th of 86, only 10 days after their return. In 2003, Columbia disintegrated upon re-entry. On February 1st, Space.com summarizes 2003, Space Shuttle Columbia broke up as it re-entered Earth, killing the 7 astronauts on board. NASA suspended Space Shuttle flights for more than 2 years. It investigated An investigative board determined a big piece of foam fell from the shuttle's external tank and fatally breached the spacecraft's wing. The problem with foam had been known for years, and NASA came under intense scrutiny in Congress and in the media for allowing the situation to continue. What a weird trail the internet led us down. Anyway, that's what there's not much left? Thank you for the message. The object is most likely a piece of space debris. All right, we see it. All right, we get it now. Space debris. All right. What else would it be? It wouldn't be a UFO. Do you really think that's space debris? It looks like it. I'll tell you why. You can see it looks like it. It looks like the edges have little pieces that, like foam, like just pieces missing. What I don't like about it is that it does look like UFOs that have been reported. This would be, if this was a UFO, this would be one of the clearest pictures ever taken. It would be. That's why I believe it's not a UFO. Because I don't think our government will allow real UFOs to be seen. You know why I know that, right? I'm not just saying it. I'm not just saying it. I just think I've got proof to back it up. You don't think so? No proof? What's this? Let me show you. Wait, hold on. What's this? Is that real? Do you see what happened to McMillan? And we know what it is. It's definitely not that. But we know what it is. And it's a shame. Makes me angry, this field. Well, for one thing, what I think doesn't really matter, does it? But it should, because I think I've nailed it from day one with the help of Lee giving me this Batman photo. I'm very angry at ufology, Twitter. Twitter and ufology shouldn't get a pass on this. I think this was a deliberate act by Tim McMillan. I don't know the involvement of Bob McGuire, but I'm strictly focusing on Tim because I don't know, but Bob's involvement in this is just him talking about that picture the day before it was supposed to be, or day before that, 2 days before Tim McMillan was supposed to talk about it on Popular Mechanics. Why do you think they gave him that picture, guys? This here, I did a little research and I found this paint is similar or almost identical to the Red Bull plane, the Red Bull jet. Is that what this is? That's why a cell phone would be used when they're not supposed to be in the cockpits? Is that why a cell phone was out? Because it was a civilian? Look at the helmet. There's a blue emblem on there. Kind of looks like maybe it's a Red Bull thing. I don't know. Let's take a look. I know. Okay, it's just the blue on the helmet then. I don't know what that is. Part of the visor, maybe. Anyway, that's why Tim McMillan posted what he posted, because nobody has legitimate UFO footage to show us. Sad. Very, very sad. I'm very angry at Twitter ufology right now. It is out of line. Out of line. If you think we're going to believe 2 days ago, that wasn't a UFO, that was a balloon. And they're all just ranting and raving about it. Not everybody, though. But the Twitter group that follows Tim McMillan, that are now, they're all converging on the debrief. So if you're part of that, you're going to be a part of the debrief. As I like to call it, the deflate. And then he posts a story on there that's so old and trying to make it relevant again. It's just frustrating. All right, let's move on. Ha! How you guys doing? Welcome to the show. I am just going and going. I don't know what anybody's saying here. I apologize. The helmet has a GoPro on it. Yeah, it does have the GoPro on it. If you just look up Red Bull plane, you'll eventually see the inside. There's a bunch of photos that people took. And you could also look up, I'm making a video about it, so I don't want to give away everything, but if you want to look it up, you can look it up. I'm making a premiere about that video. Because it's a good video. I'm really going to bring it home. I'm just not happy with UFO Twitter. And there's a reason for it. I'm not going to say it. You know, you've heard what I said. It's a certain type of individuals that are on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube mostly. It's a certain type of political. It's all political. And I think Tim McMillan is a shill. Is a shill? He is the new Richard Doty. But anyway, I'm moving on. Who are the Guardians? We've heard this before, and I'm not talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. Over the past few years, Grant Cameron, one of the most respected UFO researchers of our time, he's a nuts and bolts type of guy, has moved away from the nuts and bolts and got into the woo of ufology, spiritual connections, channeling, I think, just, research. Good for him. I used to make fun of that. I'm like, what is he doing, wasting his time? But things happen to people over time. And when you have an experience, like I've had experiences, but man, I just want them to be better and bigger. But it makes you wonder if you're going crazy or is this happening to other people? And if it's happening to other people, I want to know how to do it. I want to know how they're talking to aliens. And I just don't get it. It doesn't work for me. I don't think they hate what I'm doing. I think they appreciate it. But Grant Cameron was asked, who are the Guardians? Chris Bledsoe, who we've talked about it all the time, of him a lot lately, talks about the Guardian. They're the Guardians. They watch over me. They're all about Karen. And no, not Karen. So here's what Grant Cameron is talking about here. It's from Twitter, but I guess it's off of his YouTube channel. Here we go. Pull it up here.
What these people is happening to them, you start to learn what's actually going on, and it's much more complex than a bunch of aliens in a tin can who loaded 1,000 years worth of food and came flying across and accidentally found our planet. It's much more complex than that.
Right. And that reminds me of that recording with Kit Green that was on the internet last year. I don't know if it's still there, where he's interviewing a woman. He's got her on the phone, and she's talking about the Guardians, flying through portals and all this other similar stuff. It's really interesting. So
that was a tape I put out. I haven't put it on the internet, but I sort of leaked that, and Kit Green confirmed that it was him. He just said because it involves a client, she released it legally. I can't talk about it, so he didn't talk about it. But you hear that, then you realize what these guys are. You think, they're working on nuts and bolts and anti-gravity and stuff like that. And then you hear Kit Green talking to this woman about the portal off the coast of California and who are we dealing with and all this kind of stuff. And you realize this is a woman's an intuitive that Kit Green says is 95% accurate. And if Kit Green says she's 95% accurate, you can bet she's 95. And that's this Randall Maze, her name, and she's an intuitive. And
K. Randall Maze.
And she's written books and she's quoted.
Let's look her up. K. Randall Maze. Maze? K. Randall? Grant Cameron is a speed talker. He couldn't even finish the words and then we're going to go in the K, and we're going downstairs, and he's not that bad. He's a good guy, though. He's a good guy. He's done a lot of research, that guy. It's crazy. It's amazing what all different kinds of researchers we have in this field. We got people who look for UFOs. We got people try to contact the aliens. We've got not only do people see UFOs, they have abduction experiences, alien cattle mutilations. They could possibly be shadow people. They can mind read. I mean, there's so many different things. And it seems like they came from verifiable people having real accounts. What was I looking up? K. Randall Maze? Isn't that her name, Grant? Yeah, K. Randall Maze. Let's see if she's on YouTube. No, let's not. K. Randall Maze. K. Here we go. I guess I have to put intuitive after it, because it did not bring anything up. Intuitive. Okay, as in C. C. Here it is. The intuitive. All right. The particle path. Edgar Casey. K. Randall Maze. Meet the storytellers. This must be it. Bio and homepage. I'm bringing it up to you. Guys, here's the problem already. I didn't even read a word. But this lady looks so sweet. Like, she would never lie. So people are going to believe her more. It's a beautiful thing in ufology. You look nice, you sound nice, you talk sweet, you're credible. Meanwhile, you're the most evil MFer on the planet. Look at this woman. Nice lady. How come all these psychic intuitives wear these scarves and shit? They got to hide those wrinkly... Oh, okay, I get it. All right. She began her art career as a scientific and medical illustrator, but in recent years has expanded into fine art. She works in many media and enjoys... Is this her? She's inspired by the colors and textures of Arizona Sonoran Desert, which is her home and her love and all things spiritual, healing, and intuitive. That's her. My ultimate artistic goal, I can't see it. Artistic goal is to create images which stretch the imagination and the spirit. Any medium can be used, so long as it sparks my enthusiasm and challenges me to reach beyond old boundaries into new realms of expressions. I often explore subjects in depth to create series of related images. My best-known series, A Passage for Peppers, consumed my attention for nearly a year after my son's death in August of '98. The pepper images helped me express my grief. Well, that's good. Several articles and essays have been written about this series by me and other authors. Note cards, digital prints, and some of the original pieces are still available for purchase. Today, my web gallery features more recent series. Please note that... Let's go into the gallery. Textures of Tomorrow. Luscious. Lithe textures lure us into a limitless tomorrow. The viewer is launched into a unique cosmos of potential. Wow, man. Far out. I see an eyeball looking at me. I see a fish head over here. I see some wild looking alien like thing. Here's a big head. We have a word for this. You want to know what it's called? COVID. It's called pareidolia, man. And what's this? Hanging down limp. I don't think that phallus symbol should be there. That's an interesting undertone you got going there, Martha Ray, whatever your name is. All right, here I see a nice little pot. I see a little monkey. Is that a monkey? Nope, that's a carrot. Here's a carrot. Look at the carrot head. That's a monkey? It is a monkey. Here's a monkey. That's Darth Vader's helmet. He's looking to the side. That's a side view of it, you see? I know, that's a monkey. These aren't that bad. Hey, for my friends at Third Phase of Moon, bottles! Or as they say in Michigan, Arkansas, bottles. It's a bottle. Ooh, look at this guy. Who do you think inspired her? I'm going to tell you who inspired her. I don't remember the name, though. Who's the one that did Starry Night? That kind of imaging. All right. Well, I don't know if she's, you can buy this stuff or what, but that's her. She's doing a lot of stuff, I guess, in the spiritual realm with those paintings. All right, let's move along. So we just ended hour number 1. I see very nice crowd here tonight. I appreciate everybody coming here. Hey, Off-World Darren, I'm sorry. Blue Chicken's here. Blue Chicken. The big cat. Hey, happily. Lee Bodge is in the house. Fast Hemi Machinist. I see you guys. Hey, Troy. What's up, man? How's it flying? Hey, Dave. Spaced Out Radio 30 minutes ago announced. What was that? What did I miss? Chuck Yeager. Aww. He is the speed. He broke all those records, right? Chuck Yeager? Or is that the baseball player? No, that's Chuck Connors. Oh, yeah. I grew up following that guy. There he is. Let's take a look. He died today on the, that's amazing, on the anniversary of 1941, Pearl Harbor. Today is Chuck Yeager's birthday. Oh, that was February 13th. Well, at least he made 97's a great number, by the way. It doesn't show that I guess it's not up here yet. Chuck Yeager dead? Let me do that. Yeah, there it is. Breaking news. Let's pull it up. I want to hear what they say. First person to break the sound barrier. Well, no wonder why he died. Oh, he did that like 60 years ago. That's right. Never mind. Dun-dun-dun. That's not funny. The guy just died too soon. I thought he was dead already. Forgive me. That sucks. I hate this, man. You know what I hate? Everybody dies. I hate it. I swear, where's Vinnie Barbarino? What? What? Where? Why? That's who Vinnie Barbarino is in the chat room. So I wanted to see if it was here. It's not, but you can see that there. Let me pull it up. I want to hear what the news says. Chuck Yeager dead. Let's see. We don't really need to do this, but I mean, why not? You know, here it is. Let me swing it around for my audience. Here we go.
We have some breaking news to pass along to you, some sad news tonight. We've just gotten word that Chuck Yeager, the first pilot to break the sound barrier, has died. His wife, just a short time ago, tweeting, quote, "It is with profound sorrow I must tell you that my life-loved General Chuck Yeager passed."
And she's 104.
Just before 9 o'clock Eastern time. An incredible life, well-lived, America's greatest pilot, and a legacy of strength, adventure, and patriotism will be remembered forever. Chuck Yeager
What a
was
stud. He's probably
97
60
years old.
there.
You can see a picture of him there. Again, the first pilot to break the sound barrier has passed away.
Aw.
We'll bring you more on this breaking story.
That guy's done a lot for the space program, I can imagine. You know? That sucks. Let's give a moment of silence for good old Chuck Yeager. Amen. All right. So I'm going to do something a little bit controversial now because it's not my fault. Okay? I mean, it is what it is. But I want to hear what you think. You have got to reply in the chat room. You have no choice. I want you to tell me, because in my mind, I'm a little worried about this UFO I'm about to show you. Because, well, we'll talk. From third phase of moon. Oh, we need audio, please.
Object.
Sorry, I was using this for a video I was making. Oh, I can't show this. It's in my video. I have to show it. I just brought it up. Damn it. All right. What I'm going to say now is different what I'm going to say on what me and Michael talked about. I didn't talk about it this way on third phase. That's funny. So I don't want to give it up, but shit. I don't want to give up this right now. Well, it'll be interesting to hear what we talk about. I want to play this. You tell me what you think this is or what it looks like.
Below the plane, you could see it traverse underneath the clouds. I'm looking at this, and I'm trying to wrap my head around what exactly we're looking at. But this thing is definitely hovering in the air. It's keeping up with the commercial airliner, and I'd say it's quite large. Rich, what do you make of this mystery?
Oh, man, this is amazing. And I don't know what I've never seen a UFO look like this. This looks like a glove, a giant glove floating around.
I forgot to tell you, this is already up on third phase, and they asked me to give my opinion about this a couple of days ago. I forgot. I'm doing so much. Can't remember everything.
To an airliner. I'm trying to imagine why they would make this or build this craft this way, and nothing logical comes to mind. It is huge. I think it's probably 60, 40, 50, 60 feet in diameter. I don't know if I'm accurate on that, depending on how far away it is. It doesn't look that far away from the airplane there, but man alive, I've never seen anything like it. It's odd.
What's crazy about it is we could confirm that there is...
looks like...
All right. I just remembered something, but I want to hear what you think about it. I'm going to play it. I want to see what you think it is.
CGI whatsoever. And this video was taken.
Okay. I have a UFO picture that I call sign language UFO because it looks like it. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I have the video. I played it on the show. I'd have to find it real quick. I don't know where it is. I'll find it and I'll get it for later. And I think I'm going to put it in my third phase premiere video because I have to redo it. But the one I have, some of you may have seen it when I played it. It does this. It looks like that. It looks like a hand. And mine does this. It does this kind of thing. Turns up, it goes like this, and then it goes away. It's on video. Okay? If I would have told you that story without video, Rich is a little loony. The object came, get that out of there. The object came from nowhere, right? I'm watching it. It came and then it stops and it does this. It does like sign language. That reminds me of it. That. But I'm going to show you what this may be, and you're not going to like me for it. I think I have to show you. Is it similar to this? Is it? Could it be? It's not the same, but could it be? Just because, maybe this is up and down, it's vertical, and this one is horizontal. Maybe? I don't know, man. This is up there. And it looks like a hand, like somebody lost their glove
over Tijuana from a flight. And it was, I think, captured earlier last month, but we're able to share it with you now. Again, thanks to Hidden Underbelly 2.1. He's got a great channel. He's doing great investigation. He reached out to the person.
Not the same. Okay, I get it. You don't have to say duh. I'm trying to create a little bit of drama here, Thomas. Help me out. Anyway, it's an interesting sighting nonetheless.
Got permission to share it with himself and Third Phase of Moon. This is what it's all about, a big collaboration. I appreciate Hidden Underbelly 2.1 for
it's
bringing
not,
this,
is it?
Hidden Underbelly 2.0 for
kind of
bringing
cool,
this
though.
Incredible video to the world right now. And we're looking at it again.
This is way better than Tim McMillan's POS picture, right? I'd be crazy not to say that.
Closely. I got a close up. I'm kind of
This is what I
the video
expected.
down, and
Something
again, like you say, it's
I mean,
not
this is-
practical. There's nothing practical about this. This is so.
Let me speak. This is this is unbelievable. It's got to be about 15,000 feet up. So I don't know. Those clouds usually don't go over 20,000 feet. These thick clouds usually they hang low. So I don't know. It looks like they're about 15 to 20,000. Maybe it's over 10. I think I'm right about that, but man, that's just bizarre. What is it? I know I'm not crazy to say that. Thank you, Mr. Gerson. It's odd. It is odd. I have no explanation. Pretty cool, right? So these UFOs, they're still out there. All right, what do we got next? I can't play these. Yeah, that's right. Okay. This is interesting. I've got to go over this with you. This comes from, I don't even want to read it. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll come back to it. So I found this. This comes from David Haith on Facebook. What could we got here? Loose lips, right? Lou Eleganzo. Lightning Lou. Lou's lips sink ships. That's hard to say. Lou's lips sink ships. Lou reveals some personal details while also declaring that disclosure is a process. Wow, it is? Wow, brilliant. Just a brilliant. And it's happening now. Yeah, with your lights in the sky that are CGI, skydivers, flares. And we've proven it time and time again that whatever Lou Elizondo is showing on that show, unidentified or anywhere else, is a bunch of bunko. He is part of the Macmillan world. COVID. That's everything that we've seen. Everything. Guys, don't. Everything that is skeptical, looking, everything that is balloonish, any video that comes from that side, including Brandon Fugel, because he's part of that UFO Twitter now. They're posting things that look like balloons and airplanes and flares. Oh my, nothing is legitimate. What does that tell you? Those 3 videos that we got, come on, man, from TTSA, you can't see shit. And I'm pretty sure they're drone. That gimbal one is a drone. You can listen to previous episodes. I'm not going into that. Anyway, this is a funny story to me. David Marceau. Let's see. Lou was being quizzed by David Marceau, who was featured on the History Channel's Unidentified show, relating his spaceship sighting. So if this was a tabloid, the headline might be Elizondo hits out a CE5 for profit know-it-alls. Maybe the story might even venture to name the usual suspects. And to stand up to the news item, I'd use these quotes from Lou. Oh. I think personally anybody, this is Lou. I think personally anybody who's going to tell you that they, and that's how it's written here, so I'm going to read it, that they know what these things are, can conjure things up at will and charge money for it. That's a hit. He's hitting on Greer right here. Using the CE5 and charging people to watch and learn. You know why? Because Dr. Greer isn't the same side as Lou. Lou's Twitter And me and all of you are the other side. Do you understand what I'm saying without saying it? I have a right hand and I have a left hand. So here we go. Continue. You know, anybody who's going to change you, this is far from me. Can I move this in front of me so I can read? I can't read. It's too small, too far. I try to make it, so you could see it at the same time. But it's very small. SM all. Anybody who's going to charge you money to have an encounter with the UFO, and again, I'm just talking general here, he says, I think you've got to be careful with that. I had better watch what I say because, I can go down that rabbit hole real quick and not be very nice. I've gone down that path with a couple of people that I feel like, perhaps need to be called out. Greer, he's saying. Well, you know who he means. After David Marceau mentioned snake oil, Lou added, there's some charlatans. Yeah, absolutely. There's people out there that have spent 20 years creating a cottage industry for themselves of lies and deception. And now the truth is coming out and they're scrambling. They are. It's all hands on deck, baby. Full information campaign to try to squelch the truth because now my narrative is in trouble. Well, that's the problem. You never should have had a narrative because you don't know. There are no such things as experts in UFOs. He's listening to this show. He's learning. Not even in the US government. Otherwise, we'd be flying them right now. Next news angle from Lou. He continues. You'll be surprised that I had some people in Congress share with me their own personal UFO experience. Now, they're not willing to come out yet in public to talk. I know what he's saying. It's only people he would believe, only people that have been in the military or have a background in the military. I just said the same thing twice. Another news dazzle shot from Lou about classified materials he's seen. He says, I've got to be careful what I say here, but I can guarantee you that 99% of your audience right now, if they were to see a couple of things that I was privy to, there'd be no question in my mind what this is. That is a powerful statement from Lou. That means shit. Anybody can say they've seen shit, Lou. You're doing the same exact thing that everybody else is doing in the field. Even Dr. Greer. Wow, look what happened. I don't have it won't work. I can't get my stuff up. Your browser doesn't support the screen. Something just happened to me. Can you see me? That's you're damn right they shut me down just now. You're freaking damn right. This has never happened before. I can't it says my browser doesn't support what I'm doing. Am I losing people? Hello? Can you guys hear me? That stuff. Okay, you can. It's coming in bad though. I can't believe this. Okay, you can. I can't get in. I can't get into the green screen thing. It says. I can't believe this. This is crazy. I can't get in. This is nuts. I know. I see me too. This is weird. I can't do anything. It says that, hold on. Let me see if I can still do something else. Can I share still? Yeah. Now they're saying there's a problem with my Microsoft account. What was I just talking about that had there? It is green. Yeah, you can see the light on behind it. There's the bar. That's a little bit lower actually, but you can see it right there. That's the bar. This is weird. They're trying to shut me down. I've never had that happen before. Let me see if I can go back to it. No. I'm going to continue. This is bizarre. I'm going to continue the show. I don't care what it looks like. It's the message that counts. Can you believe this? Well, I was sitting here and I have never had this happen. The lights, everything stayed lit. The computer, the monitors, the lights in front of me went out, but everything behind me, even the TV over there, everything was still on, but it clicked off for like 3 seconds and then, and then here we are. I was just talking about what just show us some records. All right, let's do now. All right, I'm going to go get some records. You guys hold on. All right, let me see here. Let's do that. I'm really worried something's happening. So I don't know what happened. That is really cool. We were getting into it, man, for a second. Friggin' Lou. That's what they do. They run YouTube. That also run Twitter, that also run Google, that also run Facebook. It's the same crowd. They're all in on the Hold on. Let me see if it popped up. I'm getting messages from somebody. All right. So what did I say last? I told Lou he's saying what he's seen. We have to take his word for it. And then he finishes off. That's what I was doing. Lou also revealed, check this out, guys. Check this out. He also revealed that the press had tried to get info on him about him from his children. He says, always my number one concern. It's not me, it's my family. And I've already been victim to that, where there's been some people in the press who actually went after my kids to try to get information about me. Who? Does anybody know who? Have you ever heard this before? I've never heard that before about Lou. That the media's on your side, dillhole. Stop lying. You can't help it. You're a professional liar. And we're going to have some fun for the rest of the night. I'm going to go grab 6 records, 5. I don't have anything to play. What do I got? What do we got? What can I play? What are we going to do? Oh, wow, it's blurry. Look how bad it is. Right? Is it really bad? They're not giving me any internet over here. It looks like I'm getting, let me do a test. Oh, it's not blurry. I'm going to do a speed test real quick. You want to see it? I don't think I can show you. I think I'd have to bring this. How can I do that? Oh, yeah, it's over here. All right, you want to see a speed? Let's do a speed test. I can't. Oh, no, I can't open up anything on this side. It won't let me open anything. Okay, it opened. All right, here, I'm doing it. It is, I pinged at 12. Wow, that my internet's fast as frigonometry. Download speed is 830, 833, 834, 835, 835 Mbps. 837.95 download, and up is slow. I should be at 12. It's at 7, 8. I know, I'm like a monkey. What am I, a monkey? I'm only at just hit 9. That's slow. It is a little slow. Let's do another one. You always do 2. All right, it's a little better. It's going to be the same. I could already tell. All right. The internet. Yeah, it's blurry for you, huh? Let's see what it looks like. All right. It is blurry. It's coming and going. Yeah, it's blurry for you, huh? Let's see what it looks like. This sucks. This sucks. The whole show just got hit. We just got hit. That's why you're seeing the green screen. I don't have the ability to open up that option anymore. It says my browser doesn't support the green screen feature. A graphics processor, GPU, is required. If your device has a GPU, then it's possible your browser is preventing StreamYard from accessing it. You can often fix this by changing your browser settings. Learn more. I have to. Okay, go to the 3 dots and hit settings. Okay, let's see if it changed. All right, and then what? Scroll to the bottom, click advanced. Okay, let's try that. Hold on. Where is it? Scroll to the bottom and hit advanced. Here it is. Okay. Then ensure hardware accelerator is on. It's on. It's on. And change to enabled. Override. So enable the override software rendering list. Where? It doesn't enable the override software. I don't see that anywhere. The override software rendering list. I don't have such a thing in mind. I'm looking somewhere else here. Wow. Something's wrong. I'm pretty sure. This is weird. Oh, I think I just accidentally automatic proxy setup. No, that's not what I need. Status, Wi-Fi, Ethernet, dial-up, VPN, airplane mode, mobile data, proxy. Yeah, I don't need that shit. Does anybody know where I could find that? Continue running in the background, right? Use hardware, which I am. And then the next one, restore settings to the original. No. Clean up computer. That's all I see here. Google Cloud Print printing. No. Downloads, don't need it. Spell check, language, don't care. Default browser, search engine, show bookmarks, theme. I don't need this. Security, clear browser. Chrome can help keep you safe. Huh. I bet you if I restart the computer, it'll work. Anyway, I'm trying to make it clear for you guys. I'm in 1080. Okay. All right. I'll be right back with some, Explain to John Sports Cars what just happened. Oh, hold on. I'm good. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some albums. Damn it, this is weird, huh? All right. I had to go in the basement to get these. I'm back. Thanks for waiting for me. Sorry that took so long. These were in the basement. Ma! Meatballs. All right. I want to check one more time, see if the browser is up and running. Nope. So the first one, the reason I'm doing this, I have Def Leppard Pyromania, but not the album. I never bought the album. I had the tape, and then it came out on CD, and I upgraded, and I don't have that anymore. Actually, I've got a lot of CDs. All right. So I like to, because a lot of you are the same age or near my age. So I know a lot of you, I have a theory, B. Baker says, that my upload speed might have been so low it affected the resolution in the streaming software. Yeah, exactly right. I can't play anything from UFO because it'll be copywritten. So I like to just go through these every now and then. And since somebody asked and we could end the show this way, I thought it would be nice. We had a pretty good broadcast up until that point. I felt like I was getting my second win too. This band has been around for a long time in the 80s. I talked about them the last time. And I'm going to start off with probably not their best work, but I would have to say this is probably their number 3 album. Motley Crue, Theater of Pain. Probably one of the best songs you'll ever hear. Home Sweet Home is on this, right? Yeah. This one, check this out. Look at this. Look at those badasses, huh? Nikki Sixx, Tommy Lee, Mick Mars, Vince Neil. City Boy Blues. I've got the City Boy Blues. You got to fight for your... Is that how that one goes? Home Sweet Home. Tonight. It's the only way I could showcase my rock. Smoking in the Boys. Remember, that was very popular on MTV. Tonight, we need a lover tonight. Very good album. The next one, it's a good album, but it's not a memorable album. But Ace Frehley tried, right? Isn't this the guy who was in Kiss, the guitarist? No? We thought they were old back then. These guys are still alive. I don't know any of these songs. Rock Soldiers, Calling to You, Dolls, Stranger in a Strange Land. I don't know any of these, but there's only one song on here that I liked, and I think it's Rock Soldiers. Next one, I might be the only person who liked this band in my high school, but the reason I bought it because there's one good song, and I think it's the first song. See You in Hell by the band Grim Reaper. This is what we grew up with in the 80s. You know what I mean? The Grim Reaper. Take a look at that. See You in Hell. I used to just stare at the album cover and imagine. Anyway, I don't know any of these songs except for the first one. It was pretty good. Now we're going to get into, I like how people just drop right out. It's funny to me. I know I would too if I didn't care. The next album, this is a band that got popular because of MTV, I think, but they were so different and good. I don't know how to explain it. Wasp, The Last Command. It's a pretty good album, actually. I mean, this is what they did in the 80s. Look at these guys. These guys were living large, man. Wild Child. Isn't that what that is? Oh, Ball Crusher is good. Fistful of Diamonds is good. I don't know the words by heart, so I don't remember. But they're fun. They're fun to listen to. So I also had a jiggy side, man. I'd get jiggy with it. I could dance. Well, not anymore, but I could dance and get down. And we started the raves, right? We used to go to the raves. It was my generation, I think, that started raves. Well, maybe the generation after me, but I was still there before I hit 30 anyway. I stopped going to the clubs when I was like 26, 27, and I started working at them instead. I know you couldn't tell now, but 60 pounds. This here is probably disco or, whoa, what is this? Blue Monday. I don't know. There's a song on here. I thought this was produced by New Order, published by The Beach, a factory record. This is Blue Monday. I don't know. I thought this was something else. I thought this was Def Jam Records. I thought this was I can't think of the band, but it's half rap, half rock type of song. Anyway. 2 albums left. The next one, probably one of the greatest rock bands ever that not everybody liked. And that's weird to me. Everybody knew who they were, and everybody liked 1 or 2 songs. Not everybody got into it like they should have, like I did. And that goes for Queensryche. Queensryche, Silent Lucidity, holy mackerel, and Silent Lucidity, and Jet City Woman. Jet City Woman. You know, I can't sing like that guy, but this was one of their first songs. First albums, I mean. I think this was like their tester. The Lady Wore Black was on this. The Lady Wore Black. Queen of the Reich. Queensryche. That's not the best, but I went like this when I picked them out. And the last one, well, this is a top 3 album, top 3 band in my life. Very influential to singing, style of singing, and the kind of rock that was very special to me because I dated his niece, and that's Judas Priest's Screaming for Vengeance album. I dated his niece, Jennifer. It was awesome. Yeah, she lived with Rob Halford's brother, and I stayed there. It was kind of cool. I stayed at their house every now and then, or his cabin, I should say, in Flagstaff. That's where I met his Rob Halford's niece. She worked at Lerner's Clothing, Lerner, New York, in the mall. I was in Laughlin, and we stopped in Flagstaff to practice bowling. I was in a bowling tournament in Laughlin, and I went to go practice on the way up the day before. And I met this girl when we took a break working in the mall. Hot. I mean, just... Anyway, one of the best albums, The Hellion, Electric Eye, Screaming for Vengeance, You Got Another Thing Coming. This is one of the best. Even Bloodstone is great. Electric eye in the sky, feel no rain all the time. There's nothing you can do about it. You got 'em half exposed. I feed upon your every thought until the final draw. I'm in a vessel, my circuits gleam. I'm in perpetual, I feel the circuits gleam. I'm electric spy. I'm protective, detective, electric eye. And then it would go right into dun 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 dun. You got another thing coming. That's it. Pretty simple. They lived in Arizona. Rob Halford did, and Glenn Tipton and KK Downing, and they would go down the river tubing, and everybody knew when they would be tubing down the river, and we would all latch on, and there'd be like 50 tubists, tied together with boards to walk on and beers to drink. Look at Rob Halford. He's in all leather pants. All these songs have to do with your sexual urges. We didn't know. And when we found out that Rob Halford was gay, nobody gave a shit. And you think in the 80s people would have been pissed. Why? Because guys that, and I know that some people here don't take this the wrong way. This is just the fact of the time. But, and the reason nobody cared is because Rob Halford was one awesome MFer. Oh, so he's got to be a great singer to be accepted? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I would hear people say, I'm never singing his songs again. I'm like, what are you, an idiot? Oh, I'll never sing. What are you worried about? Who cares? And you know what? 98% of the people didn't give a shit. And we did it. Freddie Mercury. You would be surprised how many people. Yeah. Anyway, great times in the 80s. Great music. They don't make music like that anymore, and that's a shame. Yeah. Anyway, hey, we talked about a lot tonight. There will be a third phase of Moon video later, as well as a third phase premiere. Me and Michael go over some things, some sightings. I showed you one of them, but you'll hear what we talked about. And that's it for now. Thank you, moderators, super chatters. Thank you very much. And I don't know if this is working. It doesn't seem like anything's working right. Thank you, veterans and newcomers alike. This has been Goof On. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, probably with a live show. I don't know. But we'll be here. So have a good night. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Good night, everybody. Every time I got to raise this up. Why won't it just stay there?